Hello, Main Street Illumineers. No Tig here today. She is at work. I'm technically working, but luckily I work from home. So, but we'll say it anyway. Say hello, Tig. And missing that. So exciting one here today. I have about 3.5 pages here worth of notes that I took from the Wilds Unknown release video today, the introduction to Wilds Unknown. It was fantastic. Go back, look at the Twitch video. It's probably up on YouTube by now. Look at some of the other content creators. I'm sure they have the full video up. It was fantastic. Fantastic. A lot of the cards are absolutely amazing. Some of them look just absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to go over everything that they said. It would be about an hour and a half, which is what they took for that video. But I will go over some of the things that I saw that at least impacted for me. It was, just to start off with, it was a cute intro. They came in with lamps and kind of backed into each other. That was fantastic. Sam Johansson, the lead game developer, came on, and toys were the big story for Wilds Unknown, and you will see that as we get closer and closer to the pre-release date. Pre-release date is May 8th. If you download the Lorcana app right now, there's 39 cards that have been revealed that are on the Lorcana app. So go ahead and do that. But you will see there's a lot of great cards out there. IGN has some of their own cards out there that they were able to cover. But it looks like toys are definitely going to be very playable. And the more toys, the better. And if you watch the video, you'll see what I mean. Something that was interesting to me, Pizza Planet is a location, and this makes sense if you think about it. The Pizza Planet truck has been in every single Pixar movie. Every single one, believe it or not. Even things like Wall-E, it was in there. I mean, just go back. There's videos on it, but you can see Pizza Planet is literally in every single Pixar. So it makes sense that that they have that location in this set. Sid is the main big bad, which of course he was the main villain in the original Toy Story. He seems like he's going to be very powerful with toy decks, being able to discard toys and then bring toys back from the discard pile. That is another different card, but that also going to be very important. The first epic card was shown as 3 arrows. It is an action card. It deals 2 damage to a main and then 1 damage to another character. Looks like that's going to be a fantastic card. Merida is a steel card. I think, to me, steel got a lot stronger, as if it wasn't strong already. Most of the meta decks out there, other than your Blurple and your Dogs deck, are a combination steel deck, right? They're either purple steel, or they're well, that's the main one. Amber steel is another one, but steel is definitely strong. Merida deals 2 damage added after an action. She also deals and after every action she deals damage. Merida is a strong card. Fantastic. I love Merida. The story, they brought on the story aspect after that, and this is something that's important to me. Story is very important in everything, and they emphasize it here, that the story of not only what came before but what's coming after is what's following is very important here. They introduced the 3 locations, which are Wildernaught, Torchlight Peaks, Great Empty Sea. Go check those out. Those are the Wildernot is where all the vines are growing, and there's a lot of vines, a lot of trees. Torchlight Peaks is mountainous, volcanic activity area, and Great Empty Sea is a giant desert. And by the way, the theme again for Wilds Unknown is teamwork. And I think that's a great theme. It's a Toy Story theme. Even the like Toy Story Mania at Disney, if you're on a team, if you play together, you can actually score more points as opposed to competing against each other. So helpful tip there, by the way, if you're ever playing Toy Story Mania at one of the parks, either in California or here in Orlando. Let's see, Woody is the big bad Woody. He's a shift 3. And you can play a 2-cost card for free. Not only that, you draw. So he's a shift 3. You draw. You also get to play if you've got a 2-cost card, which is, I guess, a lot of these toys are going to be 2 costs. You're going to be able to play that for free. I mean, what? Come on, for 3 ink? That's it. I think he's starts off as a 5 ink uninkable, 5-cost uninkable. Come on, Woody. That's severely overpowered. Well, in my opinion, severely overpowered. I've only been playing for a month. Maybe some of you might have a different take on that. By all means, leave it in the comments. Merida Gifted Archer. She deals 1 damage to a challenging character. So she doesn't even have to be challenging. Somebody else could be challenging. In other words, you never have to exert her. As long as she's in play, if somebody challenges one of your characters, then they automatically get 1 more damage back. How cool is that? All right, let's see. Talked about the Great Empty Sea, which is the desert. There might be some mechanics coming with that, including possibly discard per turn. That is happening with that location. That may play into one of the other cards. We'll see. Again, only 39 cards have been released so far. I think there's a lot of theory crafting to be done with this set. Torchlight Peaks, fantastic art. I think that they showed it. Again, it's one of the 3 main areas. But Torchlight Peak, to me, mountainous. It had, it has some volcanic activity. I think a lot of the art on there, and background art on there, is going to be absolutely fantastic. All right, Louisa is an amethyst. Shift 3. She moves 3 damage. Oh, great! Another amethyst that moves damage. Can you imagine? Cheshire Cat and Louisa, you move 2 damage with Cheshire Cat, you move 3 damage with her, you've suddenly done 5 damage and all you did was move it, right? Yeah, I mean, come on, amazing. Oh, the madrigals are separated. What? How could you do that to the madrigals? You got to get them back together again. But we'll see how that plays out. The more to come, I think, on that. There was a lot of teasers in here about future gameplay. So more to come. We'll definitely talk about that. Mr. Incredible does 2 damage to villain characters. Imagine using him with the Darkwing Duck and Thunderquack, right? So Thunderquack automatically turns all opposing characters into villains. And Mr. Incredible can do 2 damage on play. So Thunderquack is out. You play Mr. Incredible. He automatically does 2 damage to a character because they're now characterized as villain. Also, Buzz Lightyear, Jungle Ranger, was introduced as the first iconic on this stream. He's a shift 5. He's action focused. Of course he is. He's an action figure, right? Buzz Lightyear is an action figure. He's going to be much like singers sing. Action figures got to work with action. So I think there's going to be a lot to come with that. That's going to be exciting. But his, let's see, he gives one Lord to any card that ends up discarded. Am I reading that right? That can't be right. I mean, come on, that's severely overpowered. Merida is another iconic. Oh, by the way, both of the artwork on both for Buzz Lightyear, Jungle Ranger, and the Merida Gifted Archer iconic. They were so 3D. If you saw them, I mean, take a look. It looks like the characters are coming out of the card. Fantastic work. Congrats, Ravensburger. I mean, your artists are amazing. Just absolutely love those cards. Let's see. Postcards are going to be coming. I don't remember if the postcards are in the booster boxes or if they're in the troves. Man, it just escapes my memory. But there are postcards with this set. If maybe the and there are promos that are going to be, they showed a lot of different promos that are going to be in the pre-release boxes. So those pre-release boxes are going to have, gosh, I want to say there's 8 different promo cards. They showed a lot of promo cards. And I think all of the artwork, I started to notice the artist's name down in the bottom left-hand corner. For at least 3 of them I saw. I think it might actually be all of them. The artist, Malia, M-A-L-I-A, Ewart, E-W-A-R-T. Man, I can't read my writing, but go take a look. That artwork is amazing. I think Tig's going to be extremely happy over the artwork on this set. Jessie Lively, Cowgirl. She's an amber card. She has draw power for toys. Is she part of the new aggro? We shall see. Speaking of aggro, Dash. He quests for 2 when played. When played. So he's a rush character, but instead of a rush challenge, he's a rush quest. So you immediately, if you're, I mean, let's say you're down 2, or you're at 18, you're on the draw, you draw a dash, boom, there's your 2, quest for 2 right there. I think a lot of people have been asking for rush quest characters. Dash makes sense. He's your first one. Amethyst. So maybe Amber Amethyst is the new aggro deck instead of Amber Emerald. We'll see. Next they showed Zipper, who's, I believe, a bug character out of Rescuers Down Under. I don't know. You'll have to, again, leave comments. Tell me how wrong I am. But so cute. Oh my gosh, that card. That's all. I mean, that's literally what I wrote down. So cute. Will-o'-the-Wisp, again, another Amethyst card. Remind me of Scrooge Shush Agent. That's hard to say. Scrooge Shush Agent. But instead of he's a Will-o'-the-Wisp, I think was a 1 cost, if I remember correctly, but it's only for 1 lore. So whereas Scrooge Shush Agent gives you 2 lore, the Will-o'-the-Wisp only gives you 1. But I mean, how it's like Scrooge Shush Agent, if it's challenged, comes back into your hand. So imagine that, turn 1, you play it. Turn 2, you exert for your lore, and if it gets challenged, it comes right back in your hand again. Let's see, they announced that the Set Champ card and the play mat are going to be Woody Jungle Guide. Looked very cool. Both the Set Champ card as well as the play mat. Let's see, Attack of the Vine is the next set out. It's going to include Monsters, Inc. Yes! Monsters, Inc., Mike, Sully, and Boo coming in. And they showed those cards. Mike and Sully are both Amber. Boo is a Ruby. Could this be our Ruby deck coming in here? Amber, Ruby. Boo was looked like a pretty cool card. Let's see if I remember correct. Well, no, I don't want to say I don't remember, and I didn't write it down, but she looked amazing. That's coming out July 17th. July 17th, wait a second. That's only 2 months and 9 days after Wilds Unknown. I mean, that seems fast to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Had they done this in the past? It seems to me like every 3 months they're releasing something, but in this case, 2 months, 9 days. July 17th for the pre-release. July 24th is when it's out for everybody. Attack of the Vine is set 14. Artwork is out on that already, at least for the box. Go take a look. And it also is going to have, looks like it's going to have the Wizard Winnie the Pooh re-release. But yeah, it's got the Winnie the Pooh with his honey wand, and they're going to have a co-op Illumineers quest called the Great Honey Rescue to go with that. So much like the Jafar quest, co-op quest, this is going to be revolving around Winnie the Pooh, specifically that wizard Winnie the Pooh. And then the set after that, which would be set 14 is, yeah, set 14. Q4, Hyperia City, Coco, finally Coco. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. They had the head of the TCG games coming out, and Coco was a favorite of his, favorite of mine too. I think it's probably my second favorite Disney movie right now. Encanto, as you all know, is my first favorite. But there's also going to be a Rapunzel starting deck in Q4 coming out with that. So Rapunzel starting deck. And then set, so that would be, right, so we're at 12 for Wilds Unknown, 13 for Attack of the Vine, 14 for Hyperia City. They didn't release, maybe it is Quests of Yore for set, the set after that, Q1 2027, Q1 2027. Onward is going to be coming out with that. Some of you may or may not have seen Onward. It came out during that weird period, if I remember correctly, of COVID. So I think it was, much like Encanto, I don't know if it got much play in the theaters. I can't remember. I may be wrong about that. I think maybe it came out before COVID. But if it did, it was shortly before COVID. Not a bad movie. Not one of my favorites, but not a bad movie. But anyways, yeah, so that's all the news that, I briefly wrote down. Go check out the video for yourself in the official Twitch channel for Disney Lorcana TCG. And it's probably out on YouTube as well. So go take a look and see what you think for yourself. Again, the app has 39 cards already listed out there. You can go take a look at that. IGN has a piece, if you do a search on Google or whatever your search engine is, for Disney Lorcana and IGN. It's the first thing that pops up. They have some of the toys in character, by the way. All of them were Ruby. That was interesting to see all of those in there. So a lot more toys in there. Again, so the theme, toys, definitely toys, toys, toys. And the more toys, the better, it seems like. So, yeah, excited. It was a great cast. I appreciate you all. Thank you for listening. I've been Main Street Matt, Main Street Illumineers. Say goodbye, Tig. Goodbye, Tig. Yeah, she's not here again. So, love you all. Have a fantastic day. Bye. She does.